All right, everyone. Thanks for sticking in for a little bit. Since we have time and we're still waiting for Dennis and Tristan, I'm going to share my friend's Kickstarter in chat.
Hell yeah.
This is Camilla's Kickstarter. She's doing an art book of all weird, creepy monsters that she has drawn over the last couple of years. She's a Canadian artist. She is wonderful. She is weird. She is our people. So check out tiny.cc/woodedwoods to check out her art. It's pretty low entry fee to get the book. So support where you can. Check it out. And let me give Dennis his seat back.
It's actually very familiar to my childhood. So hopefully that encourages you to check it out. But I'm very familiar with this. This artwork is... It's calling to me.
Oh, it's so good. And to top it off, she's Canadian and just the nicest goddamn person. And I've been talking to her through Twitter for a little bit. And hopefully we're going to get her on Doodle Crew with a swan named Emily soon. If to either do live art or just to talk about her Kickstarter. Because it's just, it makes my heart resonate. Because at heart, I am just a dirty goblin.
Shame our Kickstarters didn't line up. We could have done
well, she was
promotion.
Yeah, you could have, but like,
mine,
she wanted to do like the whole month of October and end her Kickstarter on Halloween, so that she could get that.
Mine ended on the 3rd.
That Halloween bump. She has hit me up today. Heck yeah, Emily.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Password doesn't match.
Oh,
Fuck.
here comes a chunk.
Oh, it's so much better.
I'll kickstart it later.
I'm still waiting on surveys for mine. Can't get it out to people if they don't answer.
I was supposed to fill out a survey?
With your address and whatnot.
Yeah.
My money wasn't enough, Dennis? You need my information,
Your
too?
mother didn't fill out her survey, I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, my mom is a nice lady, and you will not speak about her with that tone again, or she will come after you, and I won't detain you.
Your goddamn mother didn't take the time to fill out a little survey.
Lieutenant Mom will come for you.
It's so nice of you to steal your mom's credit card for the show.
Clint would come for you if you didn't finish your survey.
She got more guns than I do. You better watch out, boy.
She does arm crawls every day.
Texas.
That may or may not be true.
She can come and get me as long as she fills out her survey.
Oh, she'll come and get you.
That's fine.
What, like Curly's gold?
That one thing. Come get me, come and get me, come and get me.
Mom, too. The Legend of Curly's Gold.
That's an old people joke.
That's a stepmom joke. Mom,
Remember,
too.
Remember City Slickers?
kids, gather round and let me tell you about a man named Billy Crystal.
Hold on, Steve. Can't you do a totally serious review or a total recollection of Curly's Gold?
Yeah, you could.
That will be the last video I make before I die.
It'll also be Mike Feaster and William perform movies from memory for the community theater at the zombie apocalypse place. So
I actually already have it made, and it's scheduled to upload in March of 2050.
So Kit Kat
I'm
asked,
sure I'm dead.
if you missed the Kickstarter because you were in between jobs, how can you support post-Kickstarter? Right now, nothing. There's not a way to do that, but as soon as everything's done and sent to print, my plan is to put a store up on the a website that I own a couple domains for the book now, so we'll do like pre-orders if anybody wants to get it and that sort of thing.
I mean,
you know, if Dennis had Cash App like a respectable drug dealer, you could just Cash App.
I've got Cash App.
We are adults.
PayPal.
We are adults.
What's wrong with Venmo?
Venmo ain't real.
Nothing is wrong with Venmo.
Venmo money ain't
Everything is
real
right
money.
about Venmo. Yes, it is.
It ain't real money.
I have bought several prostitutes with Venmo money.
That's fine.
No, sir.
I don't know what you're...
No,
That's a
sir.
barter system.
I would rather take Dogecoin than to take your Venmo monies.
Venmo is going to the moon. Venmo coin.
Venmo
Better
coin.
than GameStop.
Right.
I love that.
Who would
That's
like
so
to
funny.
do the recap?
Well, we have to start the...
Well, I get that, but
Yeah.
Anybody want to do the recap?
Have Chelsea do the recap.
Chelsea, do you want to recap our last episode?
I cannot get enough of
Everyone,
Portia's voice,
before
honestly.
we walk into
From the
this
perspective of Portia.
From the proportion of
Proportion?
Everyone,
Portia.
before we walk into this death-ridden city, we must recall what we've done in the past few hours.
No, I haven't. So let's do 5 seconds. I'll hit you with a previously on botched, and then Chelsea, if you want to go into it, you're more than welcome to.
All right, is everybody ready?
Yep.
I am ready.
Okay.
No. Yes.
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm gonna
I
hit the
don't
button
know.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a couple little blips from people meandering around upstairs, but it's fine. This track is still
You got that Apple charger over there?
clean. Yes.
How do we not plug it in every time?
It was
got one of
plugged
them
in.
Apple
He
chargers,
unplugged
though?
it when he dragged it over there.
You got a pretty
Amazing.
apple choicer. Pretty apple charger.
We've been having to plug
Choicer.
that laptop in halfway through for 5 years.
Yep.
You know, it's just tradition at this point. I feel it.
It's one of those magnetic ones, so they come undone real easy.
You plugged it over your
Yeah,
earphones?
that's fine. Have you seen our fire trap of a goddamn studio?
It's tradition.
Oh my god, I need to
Tradition.
come up there if
Oh
only to
my
give you
god,
people
I should have
management.
played the horse.
You still can.
Still can.
William, what's your horse's name? Apple.
Apple.
Yeah,
Apple.
You're playing
Apples.
Apple for sure.
Apple.
Let's go, motherfuckers. Nay.
Give me some more of that juicy long fork.
I'll eat that ass.
Oh, fat human. Boy. Bet.
Well, that's the rump roast, so that's what William's been feeding.
The rump roast
Is
gives
that
me
ass
the rump
made of
most.
oats? Because I'm going to eat the shit out of it.
No, sir.
Previously on Botched.
Botched. Well, everyone take a seat for just a second before we walk into this death trap of a city as I remind you of what we've been through. I woke up this morning, I brushed my teeth, pulled my hair back in a very smart, neat, low bun, put on my glasses, put on my smartest outfit, and went down to the community and gave a riveting speech for this week's review. I got a special call from council, and they wanted me to go on a special mission with a special crew. We'll just say special can mean many things, but yes, we gathered all of our necessary items, weapons, strange friends, and even stranger horses, and we rode out to downtown Atlanta. As we arrived, we all tied our beasts up, and when I say beasts, I do not mean that lightly, and may have sighted something very strange. But we pulled out our lost team locator, and we are now on the move, ready to find what we need to find.
Redacted.
Redacted. Welcome back, listeners, to the 11th episode of our 6th season. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are going to start where we left off last time, as the group has just stowed away their animals and have made their way just into downtown Atlanta. Now, there are lots of the infected roaming around. These are not your... still, they are not really slow-moving. They run pretty fast. Those with more infection are a little... They don't run quite as well. They're a little hobbled by all the growths all over their body.
Yeah, fungus brain.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
But there are still many, many infected. So I want everyone to roll me a stealth check.
Because I'm always on mushrooms before I go out.
I got double proficiency in stealth as a smuggler.
What does double proficiency mean?
That's
Plus
twice
4.
your proficiency
So-
bonus.
So in D&D, you get a proficiency bonus for things that you're good at, which is a plus 2. So
At
you
our
would get a
level.
plus 4 right now.
Doubled that.
That'll give
And
you
then
a
your
nice
ability
non-natural
modifier.
And then your
stealth.
ability modifier, too. So
I got a nice non-natural 20 as well.
good job.
Twinsies.
Super twinsies.
I knew I liked you
That's
for a
a
reason, Charlie.
17.
Nice.
Feaster
I
got a
don't.
16.
What?
Nice.
24.
That's
All right,
pretty
so you guys are just silent as a shadow in the night. Just
I like that
Making
my
your way.
season 1 Hellboy 1 reference continues.
yeah, it's stuck in my brain
Like
forever.
a shadow.
Like a shadow
Like a
in the
shadow
night.
in the night. Give me a cigar. Nice.
Yeah. So you guys are darting in between cars, narrowly avoiding infected that still have not seen you yet. William, you're still bothered by whatever that thing was that you saw, since you're not 100% sure what it was. Doesn't really.
Antifa.
Ghiblis.
Antifa.
No,
Oh,
Antiva.
He was clearly wearing the
Antifa.
all-black
Antifa,
uniform
yeah,
of
that's
Antifa.
right, yeah.
And Zifa.
And you.
Oh no.
I don't get it. Explain.
Because it's like
Zombies.
zombies,
Anti-zombie.
but it's Antifa.
What a fucking idiot!
Wilson?
Please explain it to me like I'm 5 years
It
old.
was in character. It's fine.
That's true.
It's Mike
That's true.
asking.
My wisdom is 10.
So you make it under the overpass into downtown. All the buildings are abandoned, but most of them have like fungal growths on the sides. But
Wait, we
not.
got fungus on buildings now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all over the place.
Zombie buildings. Oh no.
Haven't you ever watched
They'll
the History
stand there
Channel?
and not. Do they eat other buildings?
No, they don't eat. Just falls over. And oh, look at that zombie building eating another building.
Good chunk out of that building.
So you guys make it into downtown, and you,
Are we
Portia,
by like the America's Mart or?
you guys are actually when Portia's indicator tells her to turn.
Somebody's got Google Maps open right now.
I do. You're right at what used to be a Waffle House
That's,
Oh,
and a
yeah, we're
church.
close.
so it's anywhere
Is the
in
generator
the South.
still running at the Waffle House? Because you know they don't turn that shit off unless it's real serious.
There's not been power in Atlanta in a long time.
I guess it's a real disaster. The Waffle House is closed.
Yep.
No, it's open. They just don't got powers.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're a couple blocks down from the Sheraton, and things like that, or what used to be the Sheraton. But yeah, so now you're on
Peachtree.
As we get to the
Cortland.
Waffle House, Feaster says,
Oh, here's the parking garage.
"I sense death in this place." It's a good Diablo 2 joke. Anyway,
Sure.
sorry.
Now you
Do you
notice.
really? Oh, I thought you really said that. I was.
I do say that.
Wait, so you're a barbarian?
Ah,
Oh, weird, y'all dead.
I didn't say nothing. You got to bring Boof into this.
So, Portia, your indicator is telling you it's pretty much a straight shot to where you need to go. But you also note that it's about a 13-minute walk, and it's a little weird because you don't see any infected on the street
It is weird.
at all.
Just
It's
regular people.
very, very quiet. Lots of spores everywhere, but very quiet.
We've got our ventilators on and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all have gas masks.
absolutely.
Wonderful.
Voice and head. If I had to assign a number to how quiet it is, would it be 1 quiet, 3 quiet, or 2 quiet?
Kill him. Kill him.
A rock falls
Press
from
the
the
kill
top
button.
of the nearest building.
A cliff jumps forth of my shoulder.
High or low, William?
I really wish
like
I had
this shit.
Clint.
You know what? I'll roll for how low. There.
Okay, well, you're wrong. So
Fuck you.
you all of a sudden get a
Jails.
ringing in your ear, so it's not quiet for you anymore. Just
Because of his tinnitus.
Yeah, your tinnitus
Because he
acts
shoots
up.
guns in his basement while he's drinking Miller Lights.
Little did I know that smuggling handles in my anus would cause this horrible tinnitus.
That's
Well, it's the-
Is he? I'll whisper. Is he okay?
Mop,
tight anus.
mop.
I don't think he's
Ain't
ever
nothing
okay.
okay no more, Portia.
I want to look around to see if I notice. Is anything off?
Okay, you can roll perception. Anybody who wants to do that can do that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Feaster got a non-natural 20.
So I'm rolling at advantage because my tinnitus helps me focus.
18.
Critical 20.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Charlie,
There's a 3.
you're just thinking back to your horse.
Voice and head, I have an out-of-character question.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen Army of the Dead?
The Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yes, why?
Just question.
Okay.
Just question.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's a good question.
I heard it was a
Good
quality film
dent.
for quality people.
Sorry, couldn't take that comment with a straight face. You all, other than Charlie, because she's deep in thought about the horse, because she is truly a horse.
I'm just looking at that Waffle House.
What a shame.
That
Get
waffle.
me scattered,
Goddamn
double
shame.
covered, smothered.
You all
Think about them
notice
caps.
in one of the buildings on your left-hand side, one of the higher buildings, in a window, you notice that there is another one of these smallish creatures, William, that you saw before. It looks humanoid, but it looks like the skin is very it's almost blackened, and it's like tight, taut around the bones itself, and the eyes are very large, and so is the mouth.
Like small, like
It's
a
all
child.
wrong. It's all wrong.
Some
What?
babies.
With a critical 20, do I
Yes.
see anything or remember anything or anything about hearing about these little...
There
girl
are
with all the gifts,
rumors going around the digs
Yeah.
that people are starting to see different types of infected. All hearsay, conspiracy,
Heresy.
Nobody who's seen a different one has come back and said so, or there's no proof of it. But there
no
has
proof
been
of
mention of small ones, followed by lots and lots of infected. And this thing that's up in the window, it's a busted window, so it's sort of like leaning out a little bit, and it's making direct eye contact with your group.
So, could I, in my boof brain, put together that this is a scout of some sort?
Roll intelligence.
I will.
Oh God.
Are you trying to say that there's long ones, tall ones, short ones?
Some as big as your head.
14?
It could be a scout.
Big ones, round ones, crazy ones? That's not the lyrics.
You're not quite sure.
How far away from me?
Oh, it's about 100 feet away from down and up, basically. Like down the street and up. So it's about
Could my
100.
crossbow hit it?
Yeah, it could. It has a little bit of cover because of it's just barely sticking out of the building.
If you, rest it on
minus
your
2.
saw hand.
If you were trying to attack.
It hasn't done anything yet, right? It's still
No,
staring at
it's
us.
just
So-
staring.
But you told us they were kind of like scouts, so you should definitely always shoot the scout.
Well, I understand that.
You should know that. You were
Free, sir, I understand what you're saying, but a bow and arrow at 100 feet might not do as well.
100 feet's only like 35 yards. That's effective range for a
A
crossbow.
gun might be doing a little bit better than just
Oh.
a crossbow.
William, I
So,
got a scope.
I'm gonna point out, alert the party, like, no, that could be, I've heard through the
Grapevine.
line. No, that you're mooshing
I
up
bet I can hit-
my thing.
I bet you I can hit that thing right between the eyes with
You know what?
my chiapa little badger.
You know
right
what?
here.
I'll put a handful of toenails on that.
That's the currency.
Watch and learn.
I got a little bit
Interest.
of extra toenails. We're coming up to the harvest moon soon on these toenails, so I can afford to let some go. Show me what you got.
Is voice in head is the creature, the critter, if you will, is it in an elevated position or is it
Elevated.
eye level with me? Is it
Elevated.
elevated? Do I
100
take the
foot.
seated position against a rock or maybe some debris or a car, and I lean back and I pull that stock into my shoulder?
Roll dex check first.
I dex the
What, to hold a
freak
gun?
out of this
No.
chick.
He shit his
That would
pants.
be a 19, sir.
Okay.
Very
Would I be seeing this as well?
I believe so.
You saw the thing up there in the window.
Oh,
Because
Everybody other than Charlie saw it because she's too busy in horse land right now.
the land
I-
of little
like
horses.
Smothered.
if I
What'd you
see
say?
them
10
starting to aim their weapons and things, I'll say, everyone, we should hide.
It's silenced. It's silenced. It'll be all right.
No, we don't want to upset. We need to lose
William,
it.
I don't care about their feelings, ma'am.
But I would like to save my skin.
Well, we can always bring your
is
skin
not scary.
back.
fungus don't care
William.
about your feelings.
William, I think Portia's trying to say that the facts that she has don't care about your feelings.
Would you
Well,
like to be?
that's fine.
Would you
It
like
goes
to
both
be
ways.
zombie food within the minute?
I mean, what do you mean by like?
There are definitely going to be a lot of these zombies here in much sooner time than you would expect. So
While you're
I
having this
suggest-
Run
conversation,
instead.
Oh my god.
the critter has unhinged its jaw, and it's like almost like a megaphone shape, and it just
My God,
echoes
Becky.
through the street.
Shit.
if only somebody had shot it in between the eyes to prevent this.
Well, you still would have lost because it technically still rolled higher, so you would have lost by a little bit.
If
we making
only you
hide
wouldn't
checks?
have upset it by shooting at it.
Voice in
Like pointing a
head.
gun
Sometimes
at
I
it.
don't like the things you say to me.
So yeah,
I
so it
will
lets out
run.
a screech, and you can hear the groaning, crying noises of distant infected as they are probably closing in on the
Take
area.
that shot.
I want to try to pop that little loquacious motherfucker in the
While
mouth.
they do that, I am running.
Okay. So normally it's a -2 because it's got a little bit of cover, but since you seated yourself all up and all that stuff, just let's go with a +2 instead.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
That, sir,
Hell yeah.
will be a
Portia does not like this. She was not built.
21.
Okay. 4d6.
4d6 for 22 long rifle damage. Take that, caliber jerks.
Well, how many grains is it though?
For
Fruits.
a 22 long rifle, it's
I just
probably
learned
about
about
a
grains.
probably about a 20 grain bullet.
That's pretty
Yes,
small.
but are they ancient grains or are they just?
Are they gluten free?
Look, I don't ascribe to the vegan bullet ideology, but I do ascribe to 18 damage.
Oh.
Wait, did I count right? I did. It is 18 damage.
Okay. So you fire off a shot. It goes pretty much angled upwards through the little megaphone mouth that it has and explodes the back of the head out. And it just
Right through
falls.
the cerebral cortex.
Sure. And it just falls forward out the window and just splats onto the ground below.
I think it's
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how babies are made.
But you
Are
still
you finished?
you still hear all the groaning noises of the infected that are running towards your current location.
Is there a
Now that my revenge is complete, I run.
Yeah,
is there a building close that we could probably
Hide in?
and then
Where's
Oh,
buildings
the
all over the
Waffle
place.
House,
But also,
of
like-
course.
get?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
hell
place
yeah.
around.
So directly behind you and on your right there's a Waffle House. Behind you and on the left there's a church. In front of you it looks like directly in front of you anyways on the left and right looks like they're just sort of like parking lots and yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well,
It looks
towards
like
our
parking
beaker.
lots.
Where are we? Like we're still tracking this beaker. Yeah.
Yeah, there are some corporate buildings, couple buildings down towards the beacon.
That's the way that Boof is running.
Will run to. I would instinctively keep my job on the dome, so I would run and hide somewhere near the beeping.
Okay, so
I
how
accompany
far
my boy Booth.
down the street do you guys want to run before getting off the street?
Until they sound too loud to avoid.
Okay.
But I don't want to see them. I don't want them to see me.
I don't
don't
want
wanna
to
see
see
it.
them either.
I do not enjoy being perceived.
Okay.
At all.
Now, there are a bunch of like molded over cars and things like that that are still in the street in terms of like wrecked out cars and stuff like that. So, I mean, those are also possible hiding spots since it's pretty well molded over. You just have to open up a door and get in, like pry open a door and get in. I would say
Entering
you
another
guys.
person's vehicle violates the non-aggression principle, sir.
Sure. I would say you
You
guys
do
have
you, my Williams.
probably one turn to make a decision. I say you get a block further towards your goal, and then you have a single turn to make a choice as to what you're doing.
Well, since we discussed last episode that they can smell humans, but they don't really smell other animals, and Feaster has a you said that that's canon.
You did say that.
I
You
said they
did.
don't care about other
They
animals.
don't care
Yeah.
about other animals.
Yeah.
Sweet. I have possum scat around my eyeballs, right?
Yeah, got a little possum shit on you.
So I should probably get a bonus to my hide, A. And B,
Sure, plus one.
He would have
As-
to rub it in.
as a scavenger,
Yeah.
I knew that. So I have a satchel full of
Possum
of-
piss.
Rari's horse dung, and that I'm going to rub all over myself. kind of like in the.
Petey's patented possum piss.
Well, I mean, possum piss can't hurt if you mix it in
A
with
little
the horse
dabble
dung.
do ya?
Little
So
dabble do.
I'm a dung myself up and hide in the nearest car.
Dung
Okay.
up, bros.
Strength to open up a door of a car to get in.
15 plus 2, 17.
Yeah, so it looks like it's like a Honda Civic or something or it used to be a Honda
sweet.
Civic. So yeah, so you pry open a
quality
door
car.
and then
Good
hop
resale
in and
value.
then close it behind you, I assume.
I mean, I'll hold an action to close it in case someone else wants to get in this car.
Okay.
But before the round is up, I am going to close this car.
Okay. Anybody else?
Is there like a dumpster, something, or a door?
That's a good idea.
That's what our
dump.
booth is gonna do.
High or low?
Hi.
No, there are no dumpsters right in your immediate vicinity. There is one dumpster, but it doesn't have a lid on it.
Oh, terrible. I would like to hide under a car.
Okay, sure. You can hide under the same car if you want. Or a different car.
Welcome to shit car.
The same car would work.
Okay, so you shimmy under there. All right. Charlie?
Voice and head,
I'm gonna hop in the car with Feaster.
Okay.
voice and head I passed you, Newt.
Oh, okay. Facebook or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not incredibly important at this moment, just eventually.
Charlie, aren't you so blessed that we're still together after?
William.
Okay.
Yeah, Boof.
Hey, I'm William.
Constantly think
What are you
God.
doing?
I'm gonna duck under one of the cars because then I maintain mobility without getting stuck inside of a structure.
Are you getting under the same car that Portia's getting under and that Feaster
I
and
would
you
Benson-
try, I'll
I would
snap
never
it on
share
your
a car
ankles.
with Portia. Obviously, I'm going to hang out with my scavenger bro Mike Feaster, but under his corporeal person,
That's
under
where
the Honda
Portia
Civic.
is.
That's where
Well,
Portia.
technically, but
Portia.
he's getting under me, under the between
Get
me and the
away
seat.
from my car!
I mutter a curse under my breath, and I go to the car across the street.
Okay.
I throw some horse dung at him.
High or low, William?
Low again.
Okay, you're wrong again.
Come at me, motherfucker.
No.
So it's just a
Baby zombie sleeping under that car.
it looks like it used to be a Prius. So, but
Yeah,
yeah.
the
I
battery
get in.
explode.
Fuck it. I get in.
That's the punishment. It's
Fine.
a Prius.
Yeah, my head is
I mean,
bigger
you
than
could
4
get
inches,
under it,
so
but it would be.
I would have to lift
tight
it first.
So,
Fine, I get in. I
Strength
get in the
check
back seat.
to rip open the door.
It's a
Well, I
Prius,
mean,
so you gotta
it's
roll
made
it
to
2
be
or
open.
higher.
It's a door. It's not
It's
a
the
wall.
fungus
It's
makes
not
it
a wall made of
I mean,
nail
you can dive
board
into
planks.
the window, right?
That would be a solid 2.
So you try and open the door, but the fungus has just grown so dense on this Prius. Must be the lack of gasoline or something that it just
bitch.
won't open. And you
in
see
front of
the undead start, or not the undead, the infected starting to stream into the streets.
The fung dead, if you will.
So they're coming in the streets. Where from?
All directions.
I would say that
Are
they're
they coming
making
from
it
the
to
buildings?
streets.
They're coming everywhere, man.
Some of the buildings, not all
They're
of them.
bukkake this
Are they
alleyway.
coming from the building in front of me?
Crude.
Yes.
High or low?
Low.
No. You got it right by 1
Fuck yeah.
point. I rolled a
I
49.
dived through the window.
If he gets the same one each time, you'll eventually be right.
That's not
I
true.
dive through the window and I find the nearest credenza to hide my person inside.
A broken window or a non-broken window?
Well, obviously a broken window. I'm not trying to get infected.
He's like a- he's like a
Antibiotics are hard to
corporate
come
lobby.
by.
He's like a. It's
I
like
have
a,
my secret supply hidden up my rectum. But
Yeah,
that's,
so you're actually also in front of the building that the little thing fell out of. So it does have a lot of glass in the front.
I
It's
already-
a university or
Does it have one of
something.
those like fake water features with zebra plants in it?
No, but it does have a desk,
Okay.
or what used to be a desk that's overgrown
That's
as well.
fancy.
So you can hide behind.
hide
fancy
inside.
got a fancy desk.
So you guys are hiding,
I didn't do my shit yet.
and you can hear the horde just running around.
Luke
all
is
over
just
the
standing
place.
there.
If I'm just gonna sit in the middle of the street, I guess, because I
Oh, you didn't
didn't get
go
to
yet?
do it.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing? I thought you would already said sorry.
Is there a close alleyway of some sort?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the alleyway to see if there's a dumpster in that alleyway.
Okay.
That's a high bet to go into.
High or low?
Hi,
There is a dumpster.
I'm gonna get inside of it.
Oh,
Roll me a
you
strength
got
check
one, bud.
because it is molded over.
Heck yeah, I
He's
got a
got
21.
I saw that dumpster and I said, ew. So I left it.
Ew, vegan dumpster.
You pry it open with your manly man strength. And
I'm very strong.
it's filled with very old garbage, which mostly rotted away at this point. But
I'm gonna go through it as I sit in here.
It's
and
like
see,
a wet squish garbage.
see what kind of treasures I can find in here.
Each bag is kind of like an eyeball popping.
I didn't say it. You said it.
And-
It's more just like
What
you
the fuck
jumped
is
into black pudding.
I had black pudding for breakfast at the Gary Owen recently. It was very good.
I'm gonna go
It's made of
through
blood.
this just to see what kind of treasures I can find.
Roll investigation.
I would love to.
He's just worming around in there.
It's a 10.
All you find is just handfuls and handfuls of black sludge.
Moosh.
There's,
Black, mushy sludge.
there's no like.
Roll me a con save.
Don't want this. 13.
You throw up in the dumpster. It
Can I
smells
catch it?
horrendous.
Can he stealth to
Can you
throw up
catch
quietly?
Yeah, can I catch it?
Like
Wait.
you're at the mixer and you don't want everybody to know that you threw up.
Like when that time I
High or
was
low?
at Mama's and I threw up after drinking inside Mama's, but I caught it real quick. Nobody saw me threw up inside the
Called
bar.
quick catch and re-eat.
It's called catch and release.
You just kind of toss it into the nearest
Hello?
urinal.
High low.
Low.
So, he's got 3 right so far.
I'm
You don't catch your own
Shit.
vomit, but Cliff knows that sound and just catches it and eats it real fast.
That's
How-
how. Because I throw up so much, he looks so well fed.
So you're all well hidden at this
Hidden,
point.
yeah.
But you guys you can't see anything from where you are. William could poke his head out and look if he wants, but everyone else is
I
sort of
don't.
in
I
a
fucking don't.
Yeah, I know.
enclosed space.
You hear a lot of stuff.
Portia,
though.
you can see the feet of all the angry peoples. But there Portia, you can see that there are definitely close to 100 infected right now in this little area where you guys are. Running around very angrily.
I'm holding my breath, but baited.
Voice and head, how far away am I from the rest of the group?
About 60 feet.
But I am down an alleyway.
Yes.
Can I hear? Is there commotion around the alleyway, or do I?
You can
believe
hear
it's-
people running by.
Okay.
Every so often, something sort of bumps
Yeah,
into
that's-
your,
Oh.
whatchamacallit, and it jostles a bit, but
Hey, Charlie. Knock, knock.
Oh, fuck. Who's? Just do it.
I eat mop.
I hate you so much.
Say it.
No.
Say, I eat mop. Who?
I hate you so much. Fucking child.
I'm not fucking doing it.
Do it.
Huh?
Do it anyway.
I eat mop. Who?
I need you to roll me a
Check not to laugh.
con check not to laugh. You read my mind.
Everybody at
Swear.
risk because you're not chill.
I'm too far away.
More
I
of a
didn't
con
hear that.
save.
Feaster got a 14.
Oh,
Not
let's
laughing at my own joke. I mean, what the DC of that knock knock joke is probably not that high.
Higher or
In a
low?
life or death
It
situation.
didn't do well here.
I get a 50-50 on a 15. Or sorry, 14.
15
Oh
more times?
no.
Hi.
You just you have a very short internal snort.
You fart.
Yeah. But nothing is alerted, it sounds like.
Not yet. Luckily, they can't smell.
Rolled a 97. So yeah, how long? Now, you guys know you definitely don't want to be caught out here in the dark.
No. It was 10 a.m. It took
was.
us 45 minutes. Then we walked in. So it's like, what, 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the fall.
So you got about 6 hours before it's dark, pretty much.
Is it the fall? What month is it?
Oh, right now it's October.
So
It's
we
October.
lose. We
So the
lose
sun
light
sets at about 5:30.
at 6.
Okay, so you got 4 hours.
Fuck you, William.
Stop, y'all. Fuck.
Look, don't
Seven,
blame me
seven.
for having survival knowledge that is vital to
Don't
our
blame me
survival.
for the calendar.
Look, I'll tell you today the sun went down at like 7.
She's in Georgia.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Well, that was yesterday.
Wait, what
Today,
day is it?
I was
Today's
sitting here-
Tuesday.
Is this the solstice?
Were you
The
drinking?
sun has gone down, therefore it was yesterday. Because now it's yesternight.
Now it's this
now
night.
it's yesterday.
Last night was yesternight.
Do not patronize me.
I'm just saying, you
But
gotta
if you
start some
want to,
shit,
you
I'll
can do
finish
so over at
Botched?
patreon.com/botchpodcast.
Yeah.
So you have about 6 hours, I'll say, before
Okay,
it's
okay.
dark.
So should we stealth out of this car, or
It sounds like there are a lot of individuals
No,
outside the
let's
car.
Wait. We'll just wait it out.
Okay.
Can Boof kind of just slow peek to
You can
see?
try.
I will.
How
Roll me
tall is
stealth.
Boof?
How tall is Boof? That's a good
D6
question.
followed by
Two-
a D12.
2 D6s,
I
right?
think a D6 followed by a D12 is
Okay,
the answer,
okay,
because then
okay.
you're 5 foot.
What if it comes up 2'8"?
Reroll. the
I think you have to
D6.
make an executive decision on the feet
He's
there.
a Lilliputian.
4 foot.
I'm not 4'5". Get the fuck
Roll
out of
until
here.
you get an actual.
He's at least a firm 4'11".
Stop rolling 4s.
Why don't you just take 5 and
Yeah,
then
start,
add a
start-
number?
Four,
start at
four.
5.
I'm 5'8".
Okay.
That's why you live so long.
Alright.
Because he's short.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How tall
5'8"
are you?
is average.
Short?
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Tristan, how tall are you?
We
No, in
Include
real
the
life,
entire
dumb dick.
continent of the
I'm
world.
5'11".
Are you?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
You said perception?
Stealth.
Stealth. Great. 17.
So you just whoop, pop your head up out of the thing. Luckily, there's nothing right next to you. There's an infected about 10 feet away, but not looking your direction.
Well, I'm only going about, you
I
know. Okay.
But so you pop up and you're looking around, and you can see, the car that they ran into, the building that William ran into. There are a lot of infected out there that are angrily looking around, just.
So is it the alleyway that I'm in, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm looking at Cortlandt Street, right, on the other side of Cortlandt, is there another alleyway?
Yeah, technically.
Is there like a car or anything in there that would have glass that I could break?
Good idea.
I mean, there are a lot of cars.
But in the alleyway, because I'm
In the
trying.
alley?
I'm,
No.
Is
You
there's
could, like,
no
throw something
No
like
car
a
in
rock.
the alley.
there's nothing or anything like that. Is there
buildings
a
have glass.
dumps?
The buildings have glass.
I understand that, but I'm trying to. Is there a dumpster or anything in that alleyway a little bit further in the alleyway? Because what I want to do is make a
All
noise.
the way across the street?
Yes,
You wouldn't be able to throw it far enough.
I have a crossbow.
Oh, a crossbow.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I want to make a noise
Yeah, I get it.
deep into the other alleyway
Sure.
to get everybody out of the street.
I mean, there are things you could shoot that would make a noise if you shot at it.
I want to do that
Okay.
and go as far into that alleyway as possible.
Sure.
16 plus 6, so 23?
Sure. So
20
you aim, but it's also sort of like a meh,
22?
I just need this
22.
to go far away sort of thing. You fire off a crossbow bolt, and it whizzes over the cars through the alley, and it looks like it hits a group of
Propane
garbage
tanks.
can. That's
Okay.
also not how that works. They don't blow up.
Yeah, it's a tracer bolt.
Well,
Yeah.
And they see where it came from.
hits a group of garbage cans that are metal. Now they were covered in the fungus or whatever, but when they fall over, it still makes a loud noise, to which the infected turn in that direction and start running that way. So now they're all running towards the alley.
Cool.
Those of you in the car or under the car can hear the infected running away from the car.
Okay. Okay.
Do I see any of the other side of the car?
You don't see any right near where you are. You can see that they're running to the opposite side of the street towards the alleyway.
I would like to crawl my way out and sneak as far as I can away.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Oh, God.
Becky.
I believe that is a 17.
You're fine. You're just sneakily staying on the opposite side of the cars to not be detected as you make your way further down the street.
I will head towards the building if possible.
Okay. Which building?
Can I hear?
The law building. The one that's close to the beeping dot as
Gotcha.
possible.
Okay.
From where
Yeah,
I am under the
is her
desk, can I
dot
hear
still
the
beeping?
exude of zombies?
Say that again,
Quietly.
William?
I'm sorry. From under the desk where I am, can I hear the exude of zombies?
I mean, you can also see. There's a lot of glass in that building, so you can sort of see them running by.
I do a big sneak.
Okay.
Heckin' big sneak.
Heckin' big sneak. Okay. Roll me sneak.
And I'm also going to get down my dumpster and start sneaking.
Okay. You have a
Solid
-1
10.
to your stealth because you're covered in black goo that makes a lot of noises when you're
Okay.
walking.
21.
Yeah, you're fine.
Firm 10.
Oh, there's that rubber chicken.
Last crunch.
You never know when you're gonna need a rubber chicken booth. I told you.
It looks like, so William, you can see that as you make your way into the street, one infected is turning in your direction. You have one.
I dip down.
Okay. I was going to say, you have a reaction, so yeah. So you dip down
dip down
behind
and stop.
him. Okay. And it sounds like it lingers there for a moment and then moves further into the alleyway.
I resume my sneak.
Okay. Roll me another stealth.
Yes. Excellent. That's a non-natural 20.
Okay.
which is
So
much
yeah.
better.
So you can see Portia up ahead and you're sneaking towards her as well. Feaster
against my better judgment.
Sure. Feaster and Benson.
Do you want to roll off, Charlie?
I mean, I got in the car after you.
Okay, I got an idea. Voice and Head,
Okay.
as a scavenger,
Yeah.
and the proximity of hundreds of the infected,
Mm-hmm.
is it a good idea to try to sneak out right now? Should I do like a wisdom check?
You do a wisdom check.
I got a 11.
You're feeling really unsure about it.
I'm gonna stay.
As a scavenger, you are pretty cautious.
Yeah, it's probably best to stay
So,
put.
so you're like very hesitant to want to
Yeah.
leave.
I can wait this out.
Charlie.
And I try to perform to Charlie that no bad.
You guys are right next to each other, right?
Yeah.
They're sitting on the seat
Yeah,
next to each
we're
other.
in the-
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
on
you
the
could-
seat and she's on the floor.
I'm in the floorboard. Yeah.
Literally just whisper.
No bad idea.
They're all going.
I mean, you can. If you got a good idea, I'll follow you, but it's a bad idea.
All right. What are we gonna do? Fucking play tic-tac-toe?
I mean, I got more knock-knock jokes.
No, absolutely not. You're gonna get us killed.
She leaves.
So, as I get out of the dumpster and wait until all the zombies are in the alleyway, I'm also going to then again shoot a little bit higher, trying to arc the arrow over the zombies into the other street,
Okay.
Are you like
To-
leading them?
lead them
Roll
away from
attack.
where we're going. 11 plus 17.
So you fire another crossbow bolt, and it does go not too far over the zombies because you don't want them to not be able to hear it at all, but it does hit pavement and make a tinking noise because they are metal crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
So it just tinks, and the group continues to move a little bit further away.
Oh shit, that's a chance, Charlie.
Is it now feasible that we can move where we need to go? Do I believe that they're far enough away where we can move closer to our
Yeah.
destination? Okay.
As long as they don't just all of a sudden notice or like whip around or
Yeah, but
make their way
I
back
feel
in
like
the
no
street.
matter what, we're going to be cautious about it.
Sure.
So
Oh fuck, Charlie, go.
Seriously. Now. Okay.
she can't go without the knock knock joke.
She can't go if you're watching.
I can, because I'm confident.
I got a 19 to stealth.
Okay. Yeah, you just stealth right out of the car. Doesn't even make any noise.
Sweet.
Don't close the door.
I got a 22 to stealth closer to
Holding the
where we're
door.
gonna go.
Okay, so you're just making your way over. Feast, are you staying or going?
I'm going. I'm gonna roll my stealth check. I got a
Should
14.
I move or should I go?
Yeah, you are not the most graceful
I'm covered in shit.
of people, but no, doesn't seem like it makes a loud enough noise for anything to hear as you also exit the car and make your way further down the street.
Get the fuck out, shit ass.
And as you guys have narrowly avoided those infected, we're going to take a break. And we're back. All right, so you guys have made your way a couple blocks.
Feet.
Yeah.
Where we need to go.
At this point, a couple blocks further down the road.
Would you say that we were making our way downtown?
You're in downtown, so no.
Are we moving
Walking
fast?
Walking proud?
What?
Fast?
What? It's fast. You know, this is the only joke that makes
Walking
it season to season.
I don't remember.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Making our way
Da-da-da.
downtown, moving.
Oh.
Walking
You are
fast,
currently outside a
moving.
Steak and Shake and a library,
And I need you.
and it looks like the little
And I'll
beeper's
feed you.
indicating that it's about
Steak?
a 5-minute destination.
It's all on the same track. Say that again. Sorry.
No, it's fine. We'll
That's
keep
fine.
it.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
So your indicator is letting you know that it's about a 5-minute walk away. You are starting to see more infected, like every so often just meandering around. So it's not as quiet as it used to be.
Okay. Everyone, move quietly. We're going towards where I think we last saw the last group, so careful. Especially you, Boof. And I'll hush myself.
Okay.
Boof is a shadow. Nobody's more stealthy than old Boof.
He's composed primarily of caution and silence.
Sure. As you made your way further and further down the street, the amount of fungus on structures, the ground itself, the buildings, has increased probably tenfold. Like, it is an insane amount of fungus that's growing on everything down here.
Our fungus cup runneth over.
Yeah.
The rock god of fungus might
A lot
be
of those
near.
big, throbbing, black, bulbous pustules that look like anybody touches them, they're just going to explode into spores. Like, lots of those. The size of, like, medicine balls.
This is like the Magna Carta Holy Grail of fungus.
Yeah.
I
a
walk
lot.
carefully through.
So everybody roll me a stealth check one more time to get to where you guys are going.
Oh,
23.
Okay.
17.
a dirty 20.
Will you stop being so fucking loud?
1 in 4. That's okay, Boof. It's not a competition.
So everybody did great except for Feaster, who got
Yeah.
a 10.
Feaster, you can't see through the mold that you've stepped on a can, and it makes a fairly loud noise.
You have to be a little bit more stealthy with your walking, Feaster.
Everybody other than Feaster, roll me a perception
I'm
check.
trying to help you. Perception would be a 15.
Okay. There
8.
are.
An 18.
18.
I'm one with the Peebers, and the Peebers is one with me.
You notice that there are 3 separate infected that have all turned in Feaster's direction and have spotted him.
Reaction to shoot my crossbow?
Sure, you can shoot at one of them.
I don't notice.
I miss.
Okay. Thum. Just goes off and misses.
Yep.
I say
This is-
behind you.
Okay.
Peebers, why?
Because you
I'll
don't.
pull out my silenced pistol and
All
try
right.
to be a hero.
Okay. Roll to be hero. Please
Minus
botch
6.
and shoot him in the head.
Oh.
What,
this
what
character.
is there a plus on this, or do I take a minus because my strength is trash?
Nothing.
Well, it's a dex attack, so
Oh, wonderful! Yikes! I miss
what'd you get?
a 3,
That's pretty bad.
a 6 total. But
It's a 6.
Okay,
She
it's
can't 6 botch.
not, okay.
Get the fuck out of here, Dennis.
Portia,
Stop
Nice
trying
try.
to kill
high
her.
or low?
No, what? Get the. Oh.
I mean, there are other
Stop trying
people
to
in
kill
the...
our guest, Didis.
But also, she could hit a window
or a
behind
wall.
them that
Hell
would
yeah.
cause a distraction. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
A describe.
All rolls don't have to be bad because they're low, right? Yeah.
But
Sometimes you can
did
fail
shoot-
upward.
I mean, I
Failing
actually,
upward.
I feel
Like
like
Jared
Janice is actually
Kushner.
right though, because you did shoot a gun into a crowded street.
I did.
I understand where he's going.
High-low.
So
Yeah, yeah.
high-low.
Low.
You got it right. So
Yes, you did.
it in fact hits what would have it was probably glass at some point, hits a window of a car and makes a shattering noise away from where Feaster is. And
You did well.
one of them turns away and runs towards the car. So now there's only two that are looking directly at Feaster.
I helped a little.
You did more than Boof did. But also, Mike and Charlie get a reaction before
Yeah.
we go.
Mike will pull out his silenced Glock
And William.
40 cal
Okay.
William gets a
and
check.
take a shot
Okay.
at one of the two that remain
Okay.
with a 20.
Yeah, it's gonna
hit. The damage on that probably like 2d6,
3d12.
Yeah, let's go with 2d6.
20d20.
It's not too far away.
6 plus 4 is 10 damage.
It looks like you hit it just underneath the the chin, and it sort of goes through the neck and out the back of the spine.
Through the medulla oblongata.
And it just sort of drops. It's not dead, it looks like. It just drops and just sort of like twitch crawls
Good
around.
enough. Good enough.
Yeah. Charlie?
Yeah, I'll pop a shot off at the other one
With your
With your
pistol or your
M16?
rifle?
Or your AR.
with my suppressed AR.
Okay.
They're actually pretty loud.
Okay, yeah, that's a 17.
Yeah, it's going to hit. For this, so I assume you have it on single shot at the moment since we can't fire
Yes.
multiple rounds. So let's go with a 3d6.
Okay.
Not quite as powerful as the other rifle.
AR-15s only ever have single shot. The M16 is a selective fire weapon.
Ah, gotcha.
14.
So you hit this thing right in the head, and it explodes the side of the head out of this thing.
Hell yeah.
And it just
Nice.
sprays off, and the body goes with the
Oh, yeah.
direction of the explosion of the head as it just boom onto the ground. You
And
know
yeah.
you have
I'm like,
probably one round before that other
Moments.
one turns back around.
Moments.
Sure. But you guys keep on making your way down the street. So the little beeper indicator looks like it's coming from what used to be the Georgia Department of Agriculture building. And it appears as though on the second floor there's a rope ladder that is sticking out of the hole in the building. And it's covered over with fungus. And there's like a hole in the wall. So it looks like maybe they went in there. Not sure. But that is where your beeper is indicating.
In the hole in the wall.
Yes.
In the wall.
And the only way up
all
into
in the building in the bottom of Atlanta. And the
Same
Right.
joke. Same joke. It's good.
okay, we nailed it.
Everyone, I need you to start looking around.
I look around inside the hole.
So you're climbing up into the hole.
What are we looking for?
I'm good at squeezing things into tight orifices.
It's a pretty big hole. I
Proven
would
that.
say the hole in the side of side of this building on the second floor is
Wait.
about 30 feet
That's-
wide and 10 feet tall.
That's tight.
Well, where's
for
the fun in
William.
that?
That's
Maybe
very
they've
tight.
escaped. I look to everyone and say, maybe they've escaped to the building next door.
Imagine all the contraband I could fit inside that.
And I'll say, come, let's go quietly, quickly. And I'll escort them. I'll start escorting them to the next building.
The next building's what used to be the Capitol building.
Yes, let's
They were
scope
supposed to
out
get.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Capitol building has a number of infected milling about in the grassy areas around the building itself. So it looks like it's not as easy to just go into. But yeah, your beeper indicator is still letting you know that whatever the thing is in the agriculture building. But
I'm muted. Shut that off.
Okay.
I know where it is.
Is there an alleyway here?
No.
Okay.
If
Just
look,
have to go right
it's a
up
big
the front
open area.
steps.
if the politics here are anything like the politics in Charlotte, there are underground tunnels from the Department of Agriculture into the Capitol building so that they can smuggle illegal corn in for bribes.
Do you think that's the case?
I mean, obviously, it's Georgia.
There are sewers. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
I absolutely think
God.
that's the case.
Would there be, if we look, let's salvage anything they may have left in that giant hole of a building.
Oh, they left air in the hole. Look at
It's just
that.
air.
So much breathable air.
Is there nothing?
So you're going up
Can
in
we
there?
Sending
Can
one
we-
person up there.
Yeah.
can we ascertain what is going? Do we have
I
to
go in.
climb that disgusting
I go
rope
in.
to get to the hole?
Probably.
I go in.
Or go in
I'm
the
going
building.
in.
Boof,
William's up.
you're up.
Yes.
Is there
I
a
volunteered.
is there a manhole cover on the street or anything like that?
You can't see it because the entire street is molded over, but there probably is one somewhere.
But there's got to be like a gutter. somewhere,
Everything's
right?
molded over, but yes,
Ugh.
there's probably
So
one.
so much that I can't
Yes.
tell
Yeah, don't wanna be
When
in
I
that
say there is a stupid amount
Okay,
of mold,
so
there
you're
is
you're
a
saying like
stupid
a
amount of mold.
A couple inches.
Uh,
5,
8
4.
inch.
We're walking on some shag
Yeah.
carpeting
No, I was
everywhere
gonna
we
say
go.
floor was
walking
big.
on bullshit.
Someone needs to clean from here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
William, when you go up,
Stealth.
I'm assuming by yourself at the moment. When you go in there,
I work best alone.
it is,
Lone wolf.
to say nightmarish would be a good indicator. You notice that there are numerous skeletons or bodies. You're not even 100. You're guessing they used to be humans that are plastered up against the walls.
Gross.
And these like, it's definitely the mold, but it looks very different from what you've seen before. This one's like a fluorescent orange color, and it looks as though it ate its way through the suit, and it almost looks like it was sprayed around the room. And they all have their weapons, but the weapons are also completely like eroded away, like it was some sort of acid, maybe.
Oh God.
And don't I feel
I pull a piece of the infected meat that I keep in my pocket for Mr. Apples,
Okay.
and I toss it onto the fluorescent orange fungus to see if anything happens.
It looks like it just sort of sloshes its way into the fungus, like it just absorbs it.
But it doesn't seem to like sizzle or
alive.
pop or
No.
be dissolved in any way.
It looks
All
like
right,
everything
that's
is
fine.
it's sort of like the aftermath of acid in terms of like it doesn't look
LSD.
wet.
What, you like really tired the next day and you kind of
No.
spacey?
No.
Okay.
The it also looks as though this went down probably within the last few days. But you're not sure how this
Do I
would have happened.
recognize any equipment? Do I recognize like the horribly ostentatious night vision goggles of that asshole Rick that I knew was on the scouting?
Roll investigation.
Fuck Rick.
Fuck Rick.
Fuck Rick.
18.
What about Joey?
Yes,
like
you
Joey.
you can recognize from some of the skin that's showing like tattoos. You can recognize from personal items that this was basically a whole crew of smugglers/scavengers that did like a lot more questionable work than what you would lower yourself to doing.
And that's saying something.
Yeah, and they didn't really they sort of didn't play by any particular rules in terms of like,
Not even
let's
their
say
own.
somebody paid to smuggle people.
Not even their
They would literally just like let them die if that were to be the case, or like, you know, whatever. They didn't really care. They just wanted to get what they
That's
wanted.
against the smuggler's code.
Yeah.
I'm against it.
Sure. So
I turn around and I signal back down at Portia the universal hand signal because I don't shout because that would attract zomboid attention. But I give the universal hand signal for it's all fucky up here.
William, with your investigation, you also see that sticking out of the pocket of one of the guys, in the one area that he's not all melted and disgusting, it looks like there's a piece of parchment paper, or like just like almost looks like a map or something.
That's one hot pocket, and I'm going after it.
Okay.
Good thing I wore my good boots.
Okay.
So I do my best to slosh as quick as I can through.
Sure. So you squish your way through this gross orange fungus, and you pull the paper out, and you open it up, and it's a map of downtown, but it's the Capitol building is circled, and then it has 513 written above it.
Oh, that's
that sounds like Nazi propaganda.
That's a Bible passage.
What a useful map of downtown Atlanta.
Sorry, 313.
I bet a fantastic man dressed as Tingle from Legend of Zelda gave this out.
Sure.
It's a joke for 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Moosh.
Fuck off.
Well, I'll head back down with my map.
Okay.
And report my findings to the group.
Oh, this proves it. They must be in the Capitol building. We must find a way.
They're in there. They're in there. They're dead.
They must have left
I just
some
told you
clues.
I reckon they left their dead bodies.
They must have left
they clued
other
me into
clues.
their
I can't
Yes,
report
I've
back
handed
to
you
the
this map
council
just
like
now.
this with dead bodies. And I'll
Do
say
you
it in a hushed
understand
tone.
reading? I handed you the clue.
I've read the clue, and we must go and investigate further in the Capitol building.
William, I feel like she's got more information that we don't have.
Yeah. Somebody
I didn't
telling
sign
us
on for
something.
this. I signed for finding the scouting party, and we done found them.
Yeah.
I think we should head back.
What's that 315? She's got like semicolons or anything.
What is this?
Arc 315?
You said three.
Thou shalt not go
313?
onto the fungus.
Was it 313 or 313?
I think it's 13.
Would I know what this is?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
I
the
know it's been
DM is
passed.
typing very fast.
Oh, wonderful.
Furiously, if you will.
I
To
think I know.
the Twitch screen so we can see what it says.
Well, you better look quick.
Well, I believe there might be other things, maybe a drop zone somewhere in the capital.
Is there a way to have the
What are they
chat
dropping?
separate from
you can
Probably
send it to
not.
just one person.
Nope. If you
No,
were
no, no.
if you were
to
you,
not have it appear?
no,
the
you would
camera's
have
out
to
of the way?
be friends on Discord and then send it through Discord.
That's fine.
But nobody is friends with you, so they don't want to do
fine.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's mean.
It's true.
Oh, can they see everything we've said so far?
Yes.
Yes. not
Yikes.
not the players.
For
just
as long as I put it up, anyway.
just the chat.
Ah, oh, that's fine. Chat's not a snitch.
That's right, because snitches
They would never repeat these things.
get snitches.
Absolutely. Yes, you're fine. You're
Would you,
fine.
Crimson Wave?
Right, Crimson. Take my bezos. Well, I'll tell everyone there must be some sort of drop or something that they had to acquire. They were smugglers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They must have smuggled something out. I can't go back to council and just report dead bodies. I need to gather as much information as I can.
So you're sending us into the Capitol?
I would be going along with you.
Okay. Well, let's try to make a noise, I guess, and then we'll rush the Capitol.
Isn't the DM question is the ground towards the Capitol just covered in like
Yeah, now
Phil?
hang on.
There
Are,
was like
Hold
a
on,
are we
few-
so
going
it's-
through
hold
the
on.
plaza or the back plaza or what are we
Super
doing?
timeout.
Yeah.
Can we do a season where we don't overtake a capital real quick, everybody?
You're not overtaking the Capitol. You're
hold on.
sneaking into it.
No, what Chelsea doesn't know. Chelsea,
know.
hold on.
January 6th.
Chelsea,
I know.
what you don't know is that in December we
Yeah.
did an episode where we took over Murica's Capitol building.
Yikes.
And then it came out the week of
January 6th.
January 6th.
Yep.
Not a good look.
You guys are on top of the list.
Yep.
God damn, we are
Yeah.
listing so hard. So they're like, I'm just, I'm not trying to dark Charlie Day here real quick, everybody. But if we could not do this again, that'd be wonderful.
That is so funny. Hey, it's just a government official building that is.
It's unoccupied. Congress
not
is not in session. It's
reminiscent.
technically,
Going on official
it's technically
business.
just a burglary.
We're not overtaking it. We're retaking
And I
it.
said
Oh,
if
that's not better. That's not better.
This is very
For the
much not
people.
a federal crime. Yes, this is
not better.
Government sanctioned.
Technically,
yes.
Portia works
Don't
for the
worry,
government,
Boof.
so she's able to go, and you're her
And
attaché.
I said, if you will give me
Yes.
one company,
technically-
I will take that hill.
Yes.
The Gettysburg joke.
And,
Sure.
and technically, this government was never legitimate to begin with because it was based on. I'm not
Moosh.
going to go into it, but
was
we'll talk
based
about it
on-
later when we get back.
A whole bunch of moosh.
I want to see if there's another way around this
A government
fungus
for
on
the moosh,
road.
by the moosh.
Shall not perish
So-
from this moosh.
So roll me a perception check, everybody.
The Constitution.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my first tattoo ever is just going to be moosh.
The
Feaster
Declaration of Moosh Dependence.
Feaster
That
proceeds
was
with
a
an 18.
five.
You guys should all get moosh tattoos, and I just won't.
No, we're doing it together.
18.
Let's say we did and we don't.
This will be our Moosh Dependence Day.
Moosh is our rune word, so we'll get Norwegian rune words from the Vikings in the words of moosh on our forehead.
Amazing.
I got an 18.
5.
Vikings, they're called.
What'd you get, Feaster?
20.
What'd you get, Benson?
Dirty 20.
William?
13.
All of you but Portia hear this low, reverberating
I don't hear that.
No, you've rolled so shittily that you don't even hear it. You're thinking about other things.
She's busy writing in her ledger.
too
all
busy
the
being a
infractions
government
we
stooge.
do.
Moosh, moosh, moosh.
Get Clint on the case.
Yeah.
Yes.
This low, reverberating sound echoing through the area that you're in, and all the infected that are on the grounds of the Capitol scatter.
Oh, that's not great.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's a perfectly clear shot
Feaster books it for the Capitol.
towards the Capitol.
Yeah, I'm going to have
Also,
to.
the
I
fungus
do
is...
notice.
Yeah,
the-
oh yeah,
the-
you noticed that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, opportune times call for opportune measures, and I'll
Bucket.
run over that as well.
I'm going to take my time to run.
You're going to take your time
sneak-
to
Just
run.
use our
Sneak
move
it.
actions.
Yeah, I'll use my double.
We're not going
move
to try to
action.
athletics to go any faster.
Sure. So you guys just...
I stealth and dash.
Okay. So you guys are running through this open field of mole or fungus. You get to the Capitol buildings, or the Capitol building. The front doors aren't there anymore. It looks as though they've been ripped off. You see them just sort of dangling off to the sides, and a lot of mole or fungus grown over them and things like that. And the entire hallway inside looks like the inside of like a fungal jungle, basically.
Fungal jungle.
Fungal jungle.
So like it's
Oh.
just like caps of mushrooms, giant mushrooms, like growing in the hallway,
More like
like Zangermarsh. Is what you're trying to say?
No, it's not like Zangermarsh.
It's
More like
because that's a fungal jungle.
That is
Sure.
a fungal
That
jungle.
is a fungal
We
jungle.
Got you.
Okay.
no, it's they don't really
Checkmate.
turn into mushrooms as
Douchebag.
much as like pustule nodes.
So just like squishy boys.
Yeah.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Is inscribed above the doors wisdom, justice, moderation?
You don't see any words. because
Abandon all
they're-
hope, ye who
whatever
enter
words
here.
might be there,
Which
covered up in
is
fungus.
George's state motto.
Okay.
I enter.
Okay.
I
You don't
will
know all the
enter
state
as
mottos?
well.
Did y'all not pay attention in school?
They don't teach us state mottos.
Both
I'm
lost
from
it.
Carolina.
I don't remember much.
Ohio's the Keystone State.
I love Keystone Light.
You guys enter the building.
Get out of
I
here,
love key lime
Steve.
pie too.
And then
And it's dead quiet.
And then,
You
Like that.
but now that
can't
we're in
tell,
here, it's a live quiet.
because you're sort of listening to the sound of your own breathing since you have the gas masks on. Well,
Sorry,
for you,
that's-
it's more like tweet tweet.
That's Cliff. Cliff don't breathe so good since he's got type 3 diabetes.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
He's got 1 and 2.
it almost
Type 3 is possum
feels
hood diabetes.
as though every few seconds there's like a heavy thudding somewhere in the building.
hey Charlie,
Yeah.
Boom.
did you hear about the fire in the circus?
I swear to God, I will kill you.
It was intense.
Oh, contract.
Fucking God.
You laugh?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Yikes.
I'm gonna take a position by the door where we came in, but like just inside, pressed against the wall, ready to go, ready to action of firing my 22 long rifle.
Gotcha.
You're holding it sideways,
special.
I start to lead everyone
I mean
upstairs.
that increases the aim.
So down the hallway, you notice there is a it's like a 4-way intersection where it's stairs going up and then hallways on the left and right, and the thudding sound you hear after the chuckle youngster over there, it sounds like the thudding is getting closer, and it's on your floor.
On the first floor?
Yes.
Oh, we must ascend. Higher ground.
We should open the door.
Yeah.
So you want to run up the stairs.
Get on another floor.
Yes.
What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go upstairs as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Okay.
Is it like, you know, like an open...
An open
An open floor layout? Like, do
like-
I go upstairs and I can look down to the... or is everything covered?
So if
Is it a
you were
rotunda?
No, so it's sort of like stairs that are like back to back with one another. So you could, as you're going up the banister, you can look down a little bit,
I'm in my Toyota Rotundra.
but you're not going to see. It's not like a rounded staircase where you'd see from all the way at the top, all the way at the bottom, or anything like that.
Okay, but if I were on another floor, I could look down to the next floor, or do
Just
I,
the stairs. You wouldn't see like.
Just the stairs. Okay, I understand. Okay, so I'm going up to the second floor because screw that noise.
Everyone else is doing the same.
Heck yes.
Yep.
Okay. Perception check
Yes,
as you
I
hit the
follow
stairs.
along.
Feaster got a 6.
Actually wild. Got
17.
another 5.
You don't see shit. You're very focused on the
I
stairs.
got a hard 4.
Nothing.
You don't notice shit
We're
either.
focused on quietly climbing.
Just like
the
every
stairs.
Saturday night.
Okay.
16.
Okay. Benson.
17.
Okay. Boof and Benson, because Feaster, you didn't roll well either, right?
That's the name of our law.
Boof and Benson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Boof
stand-up
and
act?
Benson.
Are
for
you
the-
having trouble with
Boof and Benson.
asbestos
Have you
inside
recently
your
been in a
house?
meth still
Are you having
explosion?
trouble with very simple tax documents that don't
Come
involve
to
numbers?
Boof and
Call
Benson.
Benson.
We got a possum.
We got pins.
Charlie
You can fill them out
and me.
yourself here.
So the only ones to notice this, as you guys hit the stairs, you look down the hall, and you notice there is an infected that you've never seen before. It is about 6.5 feet tall, but like hunched over a little bit, and its limbs are just dragging on the floor, and its head is very bulbous, and it has these like growths on its neck that are just undulating and throbbing with this different color. The face doesn't even, it barely reads as a human face to you. Like, there are very few and far between on human features on whatever this thing is.
Charlie.
Yeah, Boof.
Charlie, let's do a double attack. You take one undulatins and I take the others.
I click on my red light. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Does that give me advantage?
What?
Or an action before.
My red light.
No, it just gives you +2.
You don't have to click on the red line.
I didn't need it.
A voice in the head.
Yes.
Do I recognize this 6.5 foot tall monster
You're not looking.
as
Yeah,
Bogdan?
I don't
we
do
don't
this.
see it. Nobody else
I'm
sees
not
it.
looking
only,
at him.
only Boof and Benson saw it because your
This is
perception sucked.
bullshit. I
Sorry.
had a whole joke planned out and everything.
Well,
Sorry, buddy.
fucking
Next
roll,
round.
roll
I
guess you
better,
should
you
perceive
dumb
better.
dick. 23.
It's going to hit.
And me.
What'd you get, Benson?
Not 20.
Yeah, definitely will hit.
I do 8 damage
Okay.
to the one side of the
Sure.
pulsating that I'm aiming at.
Okay.
It's 13 damage. Sorry.
Okay.
I derped.
So the crossbow bolt hits one of the pustules and just goes right through the other side, and it looks like it's leaking this orangish-looking goo from it. Charlie Benson, you fire at the other one. It bursts the sack a little bit, to which the orange stuff hits the wall and sizzles a bit while also causing this expansion of fungus. And it opens up its mouth, essentially, and looks as though it's about to do something. So I would suggest initiative.
Oh.
Okay.
Chelsea, that's a D20 plus your Dex modifier.
Feaster got a 24.
15.
Stop mansplaining, Phil.
It's a 12 for me.
Not trying to mansplain. Just.
I appreciate the explanation.
William, what'd you get?
I got
an attitude on his fucking shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A delicious attitude.
Is it?
Satisfied many
Pecan
mouths.
pie.
What'd you get, William? Or you didn't roll yet?
He's trying to math.
I just said 14.
He's
I know.
stalling. He's stalling
I
for
couldn't
time. Did you
hear
add?
Because I have a drunkie.
You want me to say 14 again?
No, now I'm good. Charlie, what'd you get?
19.
All right, first up would be Feaster.
What did I get?
You got a
You got a 15.
Okay,
I heard you.
cool. I did. Feaster, you're up.
All right, so they shot it through the pustules twice,
Yes.
and I'm like halfway up the stairs.
You were right at the bottom. I would say everybody was right at the base of the stairs.
But Portia was leading us up the stairs.
Yes.
I'm gonna move up the stairs
Okay.
as far as I can for one move action,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna fire my Glock at this monster.
You can't see it from up the stairs.
Oh, I mean,
It's like
can
down the
Can I
hallway.
just like point it around?
You could fire and then go up the stairs.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna get a nat 1.
Great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your gun jams,
Fuck. I book it for upstairs.
and it doesn't appear to be functioning right now.
That's
Click,
unfortunate.
click, click.
That's what jams means. Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you run up the stairs.
Yeah.
Charlie Benson.
I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
5,
Hell
5,
yeah.
and 6. Oh shit, 16.
Okay, so you fire another
Keeping these
shot.
rainbow
This
dice
one
forever.
hits it neckish, somewhere in the what you would perceive
goiter.
the goiter of the throat would be.
Oh no.
And again, another explosion of this orange acidic fungus that hits the walls, and it's spreading up the walls much faster. This very thick orange fungus. So, yeah, so that goes up. It doesn't go down, though. It's still
Thick orange
up.
fungus.
Let's see here.
Y'all hit this fucking thing.
Boof.
What else can you tell me about the physical attributes of this creature?
It looks to be definitely more fungus than
Man.
human at this point. You don't see any skin or anything like that. The
More fungus now than machine.
yes.
More fungus now than man.
The antiseptic I have in my bag,
Mm-hmm.
is it alcohol based, or is it like a paste, or what
It's-
kind are we talking about?
It's I'd say it's probably alcohol based. It's a little bottle, about a 16-ounce bottle.
I'm going to pour a little bit of that onto my arrow,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a shot at it.
Okay.
It is a 21.
Will hit. It'll add 1 damage.
Okay. Damn it.
You suck.
6. No, it's supposed to be a D10. Haha.
In your face, Dennis.
Aha!
Okay.
That's way better.
Yeah. 15 damage.
All right, so you fire another shot. This one hits it in the head, in what appeared to be, you would guess, the eye. One of the eyes, anyways. It looks like it has quite a few, anyways, of these neon, orangish-looking things with green pupils. And you hit, and it explodes. More of this gross orange stuff all over the place. and it's still not going down yet. But the arrow is sticking in its head, so it was harder than you would think it would be.
And there's a stairwell close
right in
by?
front of you.
There's a stairway to heaven.
I'm going to use my move action to give myself partial cover.
Okay, so you're just going up the stair a little bit,
Yeah, a
like
little
right
bit.
behind the wall.
Yep.
Okay. William.
Okay. So I'm going to move up the stairs.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Does
Go ahead.
Cliff also get a scratch initiative or anything like that?
Pack
Yeah,
tactics.
sure. He can have. I was just going to give him. I'm just having the same initiative as you.
15 on the die for Cliff to run out and.
So it's
give
going to
a-
run over and scratch this thing.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
D6, D4? D4? Okay. That's fine. Plus what for strength?
It would be Dex. Let's go with a +1.
Okay. 2 damage.
Okay. So it runs over and sort of bite scratches at the leg or even one of the dangling arms of this creature.
Probably arms.
But when it does that, it looks as you hear a screech from Cliff as it burns some of his face away because the splash from this acidic
He's only
fungal
tooth.
blood just
No,
like
that's
so
fine.
you can see part of Cliff's skull
He's just molten.
as it
That's-
runs
that-
back
that-
towards you.
Cliff does this every
He lives
year as well.
a long life.
He'll get rid of the old fur and skin
Sure.
and he'll grow into some new ones.
And where the skull is
Oof.
protruding out, you can see that there's some of that orange fungus growing around the wound on the head.
Nah, it's fine. We're gonna buff that out real good.
Sure.
If only you
Portia.
had a saw, you could saw his face off.
I will, but it's not my turn.
Is it not
Mike's
William's turn
turn.
anymore?
It's Mike's turn.
What? Oh, sorry.
Is it
Your turn.
Portia?
It was my turn.
No, sorry,
and I
William, it's
gave
your
it to-
turn.
Ah, wonderful.
Sorry about that.
All right. So hearing the hurtful cry
Mhm.
of my mare Cliff,
Mhm.
I rush to the top of the stairs and turn the corner,
Okay.
and I assume I see this monster.
No, it's at the
And
bottom of the stairs.
he's
It's on
Same
the
thing.
floor. It's where you start.
First floor.
do not fuck with me about relative directions. You know what I mean, and it's fine. I go there. But obviously, I
up,
turn the
up the
corner and I
stairs.
see this 6.5-foot monster.
It's literally if you just turn your head, you see it.
Would you
Steve,
would you say he is about 220 pounds or perhaps 100 kilograms? If you go with me.
Pretty
Measurements?
close to
Like
that, you'd
metrics?
guess.
I
From
feel attacked.
Okay, so obviously I recognize him as number 13 Bogdanovich of the Atlanta Hawks because VIPs
Okay.
are hiding up in the Atlanta Capitol and got infected.
Precisely.
Okay.
I'd
my
I
recognize
will
that
never
mug
forgive
anywhere.
him for losing in the playoffs in 2017, and I shoot him in the eye. I lost $100 on that game.
Fucking Tom Brady.
Okay.
The Hawks. Basketball.
Hawks.
Hawks.
Feaster knows his
Not
sports.
the
I was a
I
bartender.
shoot him with a 6.
No, you fire and it just misses.
Well,
I don't.
it was a very riveting speech.
Are you staying there or
Very
moving
mad.
someplace else?
It's moving closer.
I've used my movement. I used my movement to get there. So
He done got up.
You ran up to it to shoot?
He said he went up.
Well,
so
I
he
ran
shot
up.
and then went up the
I
stairs.
ran down the stairs.
You were at the bottom of the stairs. to
You
start
were
out.
already at the bottom of the
I
stairs.
thought he was in the hallway.
No,
He was
at the
That's why we
bottom
need
of
a
the
map.
stairs.
That's why we need a map.
Map.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
Same thing
need
happened to
a
me.
map.
So you
God
shot and then went up the stairs.
Well, obviously, I went up the stairs and then shot for advantage, and now I have advantage to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you
That
can't see
tracks.
it from the top of the stairs.
It's like one of those like stairwell. So he went halfway
It's
up
a
the
stair.
stairs.
Do you know how staircases
Yes!
operate?
And the thing
course
is
I can see it
down
from the top of the stairs.
hallway.
From the stairs.
You
You
can't
just
see
said it was on the stairs. I asked you if it was in the
didn't.
hallway,
He
and you
could
said
see
no.
it. He said
You could see it
from
You
the
are
bottom.
bottom of
lying.
the stairs.
You are now lying. To...
Your
My
turn's
God.
over
Listen to
then.
the recording. I
You
asked
run up
if
to the
you
top
said
of the
it was
stairs.
the whole.
You
Fine,
roll.
it's Portia's turn.
Portia, you're up.
Portia would finally notice this thing.
She puts a gun in her mouth. So she can get off this call.
I
Not worth.
quit. No, I see this. So no one. The only thing in the way was possibly Cliff, but there's no other creatures or people around this thing.
No.
Correct. Excellent. I would instinctively just raise my pistol out of fear.
Sure.
And oh my goodness, could I have 2 pistols? Could I duel?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'll pull both.
Yeah, you could duel these.
Great
All
movie, by
right.
the way.
Nice.
Very. Okay. I already forgot my to hit. What was that? It's just
Plus
my dex.
2 plus dex.
+2 plus dex?
Mm-hmm.
Is a 14 hit?
No, it will not.
I'll try again with the other bullet.
Okay.
All right. That was like a 21.
That one will hit.
Nice.
Excellent. So I shoot it in the face. What damage do these pistols do?
2d6 we've established.
Yeah, 2d6.
All right.
I said hopefully.
6 points of damage.
All right, so you
Ow.
fire off. It takes out another one of these eyes as it explodes.
I will proceed.
At least
up
somebody
the
can
stairs.
hit from the 3-point
Okay.
line, Bogdan.
I will
So-
run.
To my understanding, only Boof is at the bottom of the stairs or on the staircase.
So is his
on-
As
possum.
long as I'm
I'm on
as
the
far
stairs.
up the top of the stairs.
but like
then
just
you are
right around the
correct.
corner.
Correct.
Can I just interject that actually it's just Uncle Boof who's at the bottom of the stairs.
Doctor.
Dr. Boof.
Uncle Dr. Boof.
Uncle Dr. Boof.
Captain.
Fun time helatorium.
So you guys,
with the mayor of Boofington who's scratching the face, I imagine.
No. He came back to me.
Okay. Oh, he's got 2 moves. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he attacked and then came back.
He moves a booferang, if you
It's
will.
like a spectral hand or
Yeah.
something, you know.
mage hand, possum, possum hand.
awesome.
I got him on a leash.
He's just a whip attack and you pull him back.
So that deep sort of rumbling noise you heard before, it is booming down the halls as no one can see what's going on, but you can hear this shh. And roll me a dex save, everybody.
Boom! Shakalaka.
Okay.
I do those. I do deck saves.
Feaster gets a 20, non-natural.
Boof, you have disadvantage
Oh no.
You suck.
because you're just hiding behind a very small space.
I got an 11.
Bitch.
Okay.
17 was my
I
first
got a-
roll.
I got a 9.
18.
17's the best roll I got, or the worst roll I got.
Nice. Wait, are you? Is it? Oh, I have an idea, but
Okay.
you're in charge.
Okay.
Is this shit gonna crack in half and we're gonna separate the party?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
So, unbeknownst to you guys immediately, this thing is spraying out this acidic fungus that's hitting the stairwell and the floor and the wall. Boof, it eats through the wall to where you're standing. Now, you instinctually dive, but it is still going to hit you a little bit because you're
You
so
instinctually
close.
Instinctually die.
Instinctively
I just died.
dive. You're going to take 6 damage from acid. And it feels like it burns through your. I'm gonna guess you're wearing pants
The goggles
into the skin.
do
They
nothing.
do nothing.
They do nothing.
Yeah. Pat or Cliff is definitely dead.
No.
Just completely dissolved
No,
away.
not
Just
Dan.
The only legitimate government official in Atlanta.
Now I have to do a con check.
okay. I mean, you might not have noticed right away since everything is going off.
It's
right
a
this second.
hold con check.
Yeah, hold con check. The stairwell gives out, as does the floor below. Portia, you fall through, bing bonging your way through a little bit as you fall through the hole into the basement
Is
section.
it
of
like the
Capitol
scene
building.
in Titanic where someone falls
No!
and hits their
Not
head on the
the
propeller?
basement!
Did you say hentai-tanic?
I did not say Titanic. It's a very different movie that James
So I
Cameron
fall
made.
down.
So you fall through.
Still
the
starring
rest of you.
Billy Zane. No.
So
Good enough.
what was everybody else's roles again?
Feaster got a 20.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
A 9.
Okay. Feaster and Benson, you jumped forward over the hole that's appearing, so you're on the second floor. William,
Hell yeah.
you don't fall into the same
yeah.
hole that Portia does. You just fall backwards down the stairs.
You're not gonna go high-low him to get a cliffhanger?
Please let
Oh
him
no!
finish so I can
My
piss.
elevation.
You take 4 damage.
Oh my bod.
The rest of the floor falls in as well, so you can't tell if Portia's crushed or at least she's not visible from where she's currently located as everything collapses in on the hole where she fell. And at that point, we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You
Oh
can.
my God! You can hear me screaming on the way down.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch, and Reddit at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers. His Lord and Majesty, Big Jim, he who is Pierce, the Nuck, Big John, Lord Chronic, Skinner, God King, Shonda Panda.
Panda.
The spice must flow so that she may rule the cosmos.
B-Mel's, Uchari, Gamers Galaxy, Disgruntled Furniture, and Snuggler Supreme. If you want to support the show, you can do so financially over at patreon.com/botchpodcast. Tristan!
Ooh.
What does people's get with Patreons?
They can join our motherfucking Discord where we play video games together and talk about food and show pictures of barbecue and bread and also maybe talk about anime.
Unfucking heard of!
And me falling asleep.
If you don't have the monies, but you still want to support, the best way to do so is over at iTunes, where you can leave us a 5-star review. Or take your mother's iPhone that she doesn't know how to use and leave us a 5-star review.
We'll read it on the
Listen,
show.
steal her credit card like Steve.
Thank you to Gozer for our intro and outro music. More of them over at tiny.cc/Gozer. Thank you to a swan named Emily for our album art. You can support her all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Is that
We
new?
salute you, Kage Hishi.
You are this episode's
Lone
Survivor.
Kage Kishi, excuse me.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Chelsea.
And
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Thank you so much for dealing with our bullshit.
And for
Y'all were
going for 3
perfect.
hours instead of 2 because
Oh no!
Thank you.
I'll blame myself for that. I know I love dragging roleplay on.
Oh, fuck
but
yes.
I
So
loved
do
it.
we.
your fault, not Dennis's.
Totally my fault because I loved role-playing all of that. Y'all were hilarious.
Chels, where can people find you and support you?
Hey, nice to meet you guys. I'm Chelsea Bytes. I am a host on Amazon and AMC's Fight Night and Fear HQ, respectively. So if you want to see something that's actually interesting, definitely check that out. But I'm also on Twitch. I'm also on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all of those amazing things. And we like to sit up and talk about anime, games, and all that good stuff. I actually beat a game today. So, yeah, it's
Nice.
great.
I saw you fall down
Yeah.
a hole in that too.
I did not.
0 deaths.
That I am calling it. You copy that moment. Yep.
Do you host
There it
fights?
Yes.
That's what I understood.
I am in the fight every week.
So-
Okay, I was assuming that I could fight Dennis.
She's known as the Don King
On-
of Twitch.
yeah, if you want to, I'm
so
literally
I
a
took that-
host and a fighter.
I took that
on-
differently, where she was like, if you want to watch something that's actually interesting.
No, yeah, I heard that. I
Except,
heard that.
except for the program that you've been watching tonight. Watch this.
Oh no! This too.
Yeah.
This
So much
included.
shade. So much shade.
Besides
TOO,
what
not-
I
yeah.
do. Imagine me coming on and just ready to choose violence with the people who brought me on their show. What a world. But
And
no.
as always,
When you recognize that Serbian son of a bitch that lost you a Ben Franklin in the 2017 NBA playoffs, pull that trigger on your little badger and miss, and you'll hit botched.
Go Hawks!
so we'll see you next week's nerds. Oh. So dumb. You're so dumb, Steven. Chelsea, so goddamn much.
Oh, y'all
For
were one.
coming
That was
out
so
tonight.
That
fun.
was awesome. Oh my God, you were incredible. Thank
Chelsea,
you.
I appreciate it so goddamn much. It was
no,
so fun.
thank you for being so patient with me.
Oh, heck no. No,
patient.
This
We
was
were
good.
enjoying the ride. That was
Yeah,
great.
this is really wonderful. And the beautiful thing is, your character is a mystery. So if
Could you come
and you're
back?
not a question
I'm
mark.
not dead.
That's right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're just missing.
Just missing.
We'll talk
Do
offline.
Do I want to swim out of a basement? No, but I'll try.
time will tell.
We'll find out.
Not dead yet.
Yet. Perfect. That was fun. Thank
A
y'all,
moose one
chat.
bits
Y'all
my
were
sister.
amazing.
Shall we say thank you to those in the chat?
Heck yeah, let's
fuck
go.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Abbott Costello, another TV viewer, Awkwardly Gamer, Bunny Rabbit Hole 1, Chelsea Bytes, Code Enough, Commander Root, Crimson Crow, Dalek 4, Exterminate,
Exterminate.
Arabs, Forging Winton, Kage Kishi, Kit Kat the Cat Cat, Lost Limey, Lilituff, Queen Hat, Sonata Mag, Spike Trap Claire, Spooks the Tuna, Stulu 89, Super Andiness, The Gamers Galaxy, Tiz Cloud, and Virgo Pros.
Super penis.
Yes. It's gotta be one.
Yeah, of course. Woo!
Oh, man.
All right,
Fuck yeah.
so I guess that's it. So we'll see you guys Monday next week.
Yeah, it's Jenna's
Nice.
pick for movie night.
It's true.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And Steve will be back.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tristan
I'll
will
be
never
there.
be back.
It's true. He
For
works
at
Monday.
least till February.
All right,
don't blame
fuckers.
you.
Goodbye forever, Tristan.
Thank you so much for coming out. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye, guys.